Sanu Bhagavan Stradhisha Tatrasmadiya Vimishrena Kiyanihartha Vishwasya Yah Sthitilayudbhava Heturadyo Yogeshwarairapi Duratyaya Yogamaya Chemam Vidhasyati Sanu Bhagavan Stradhishas Tatrasmadiya Vimishrena Kiyanihartha Vishwasya Sthitilayudbhava Heturadyo Yogeshwarairapi Duratyaya Yogamaya Chemam Vidasyati Sanu Bhagavan Stradhishas Tatrasmadiya Vimishrena Kiyanihartha. Synonyms, translation and purport by His Divine Grace C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Vishwasya, of the universe, Yah, whom, Sthiti, maintenance, Laya, destruction, Udbhava, creation, Hetu, the cause, Adya, the most ancient person, Yogeshwara, by the masters of yoga, Api, even, Duratya, cannot be easily understood. Yogamaya, his Yogamaya potency. Chemam, good. Vidhasyati, will do. Sah, he, na, of us. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tri Adhisha, the controller of the three modes of material nature. Tatra, there. Asmadiya, by our. Vimishrena, deliberation. Kiyan, what. Iha, on this subject. Artha, purpose. Translation. My dear sons, the Lord is the controller of the three modes of material nature and is responsible for the creation, preservation, and dissolution of the universe. His wonderful creative power, Yoga Maya, cannot be easily understood even by the masters of yoga. That most ancient person, the personality of Godhead, will alone come to our rescue. What purpose can we serve on his behalf by deliberating on the subject? When something is arranged by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one should not be disturbed by it, even if it appears to be a reverse according to one's calculations. For example, sometimes we see that a powerful preacher is killed, or sometimes he is put into difficulty, just as Haridas Thakur was. He was a great devotee who came into this material world to execute the will of the Lord by preaching the Lord's glories. But Haridas was punished at the hands of the Qazi by beaten in 22 marketplaces. Similarly, Lord Jesus Christ was crucified and Prahlad Maharaj was put through so many tribulations. The Pandavas, who were direct friends of Krishna, lost their kingdom. Their wife was insulted and they had to undergo many severe tribulations. Seeing all these reverses affect devotees, one should not be disturbed. One should simply understand that in these matters, there must be some plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Bhagavatam's conclusion is that a devotee is never disturbed by such reverses. He accepts even reverse conditions as the grace of the Lord. One who continues to serve the Lord even in reverse conditions is assured that he will go back to Godhead. He'll go back to Godhead, back to the Vaikuntha planets. Lord Brahma assured the demigods that there was no use in talking about how the disturbing situation of darkness was taking place, since the actual fact was that it was ordered by the Supreme Lord. Brahma knew this because he was a great devotee. It was possible for him to understand the plan of the Lord. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shamanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vesha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. First of all, my humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Seek your blessing. Seek Grace Madhupati Prabhu's blessing. I thank him for engaging me in this seva so that I can indulge in some Shastra reading and purify my heart. So we are at the end of chapter number 16 of third canto, where at the beginning we saw that all the demigods approach Lord Brahma to understand the cause of the darkness being spread throughout the universe. And Lord Brahma then explained that the whole pastime where how the four Kumaras wanted to go inside the Vaikuntha Loka, and they were stopped at the door by the doorkeepers Jay and Vijay, and hence they were obstructed in the darshan of Sri Bhagavan by his devotees and were cursed by the four Kumaras. Now, once they are cursed, Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead himself comes out and then sanctions or accepts that punishment, that curse, and explains that this is something which I only desired. And he tells that Jay and Vijay will have to go back to the earthly planets for 3 births. Now, we are here at this chapter where, so wonderful words where, in a way, we'll see how Lord Brahma is giving the sutra or the formula for how we can have a peaceful life. But we'll first see that some of these important words. Vishwasya yah sthit layo udbhava heturadya. So, generally, sthit sthiti, laya, and udbhav. Creation, maintenance, and dissolution uh, is used and then is taken care by Supreme Personality of God. Okay. You can see, these words are easy to understand. Sthiti is the situation. We are, yatha sthiti. Uh, whatever is the situation, is the same situation. Okay, is maintenance. Laya, laya is, is used for here Prabhupada in, if we see in synonym, he's calling it out as destruction, and in the translation he's saying it as a dissolution. So dissolution, or so we many times we try to we see that these there many different synonyms are used. Annihilation is used, destruction is used, or dissolution is used. Okay. So that's what laya is. Like vilaya. We see that vilaya. Vilaya means mixing up in something. We also see vilaya is like a kingdom's vilaya happened. That means the kingdom was destroyed. Okay. So that's what laya is. Vileen hona, mix ho jana. So it's actually that not that destroyed in a sense that completely wiped out and there is no existence. It's a cycle, we understand that, which this universe goes through, that creation, maintenance, dissolution, and then it merges into vilay. Here Acharya has also explained that vilay here means that dissolving back into the Supreme Personality of God. Hetu, hetu is the cause. We can say like, what is the hetu? What is the purpose of it? So we can understand that word from there. Hetu is the cause of the. So Supreme Personality of Godhead here is the cause of the creation, maintenance, and dissolution. It's being called. We also hear this word called ahaituki, with no material motivation. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adokchaje ahaituki apratihata. Ahaituki means that the cause, but what is the cause? It's not the material cause. It is the no cause means that it's not the material cause. It's the cause where you want to serve Supreme Personality of God. Adyo. Adyo is the term used for Supreme Personality of Godhead here. That he is the beginning. He is like we say that Adi Ant. There's so we can see how beautifully this word Adi. Adi is the beginning, and then we can also use Anadi. This so wonderful. We use the same. We can use it's. We can think about it. How beautiful this Sanskrit language is, that you can use the same term. Adi and Anadi are like in a way, if you look, they are opposite to each other, but both are used for Krishna. The Adi, he is the beginning of everything. He is the cause of everything. Sarva Karana Karana. And then he is Anadi also. That means there is no beginning to Krishna. He is the beginning. There is no beginning. Then the second line is very beautiful. If you see, Yogeshwarer api. Yogeshwarer, the master of the mystic yogas, Yogeshwara. Now, we all know, Prabhupada has explained so nicely in a different purpose. That um, the 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 jivas who are on the higher planetary systems, they automatically get the siddhis in these as- these ashta siddhis, the yoga, the the fruitification of the yogas, the highest, when somebody is actually uh, performing these ashtanga yogas, and then gets the siddhi, what these anima laguma, these are different 8 siddhis, and then all that is automatically bestowed upon uh, to the demigods, and then people who are above the in the top planetary system. So, in this context, if you see that Lord Brahma is addressing to all the demigods. So, in a way, they already have these siddhis. Prabhupada is also explaining here that uh, Yogeshwarya by the masters of the yoga. So why Lord Brahma is using that? That you all the demigods who are present. You all are in a way masters of the yoga. Uh, but don't think that just because you are the master of the yogas, you will be able to understand the Supreme Personality of God. Duratya Yoga Maya. You are so this duratya, like we use this word durgami, uh, or duradin, So dur means here, which is difficult, uh, duradin means difficult days, So similarly here duratya means that which cannot be easily understood. It's very difficult to understand. And then the next word, yoga maya. So here it's again it's referring to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Uh, we see that in Sanskrit word there are akarant and akarant. For example, akarant are the words which are pulling. For example, Rama, Krishna, they're ending in the word a. So similarly here, yoga maya, it's not yoga maya. Generally, when a word is ending in a, for example, Rama, Sita, Radha, Lalita, these are the akarant, and then they are strillings. So here, this yoga maya is the pulling, which is referring to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. So Lord Brahma is saying that even though you are the masters of the yoga, you cannot understand the plans of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. But before that, he's saying that Vishwasya Sthit Layo Udbhava Hetu Radyo. He is the one who is creating, maintaining, and dissolving this universe. Okay, and that's why Chemam Vidhasyati. Chemam means that he will. We have heard this word also in the Yoga Chema Vaham. That is, I, whatever is needed, I bring, and then whatever is needed, I protect. If you have. So similarly, here, Lord Brahma is using this positive word that, don't worry, even though you are not able to understand, but Chemam Vidhasyati, he will do good. That means he will take care of it, because he is Bhagwan's Trayadhishas. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the controller of the 3 modes of material nature. Trayadhishas, just like, Dwarikadhisha, the controller, or the master, of that. Nyayadhisha. We hear all these words so we can understand or relate. So Nyayadhisha, the master, the controller. Generally, we use Nyayadhisha for a judge, in a courthouse. We use so Krishna when he became the king of Dwarka. So call him Dwarakadhish. So similarly here, Lord Brahma is using Trayadhisha. Then he is saying, now he is giving the sutra, Tatrasmadiya Vimishrena Kiyanihartha. So Tatra, on that, therefore, Asmadiya, by us, Vimishrena, deliberation, we thinking about this situation, Kiyanihartha, Kiyan, what, iha, the subject, artha, what is the meaning, artha? And we cannot do, and that's where, let me share, see if I can share this wonderful slide, which Gaur Gopal Prabhu very nicely explains, and then he very nicely he has explained it in his lectures, and that's what I was thinking reading this verse, that do you have a problem in life? We all have different problems in life. Here the demigods are having problem in their life, so you can understand that even if we go to higher planetary system, we cannot get rid of this problem. The only problem, Kuntha can be translated as problem, and then Vaikuntha planets are the only places where there is no problem. And now the question may arise that, okay, but Jay and Vijay are there, so how come they are having this problem and they have to come back to material world? And we saw in the previous verses that actually they were stopped at the gate of, so it's not actually, there are many Vaikuntha planets, and then on one of them, they were actually on the gate, and then it's not that they're, and then anger is arising in 4 Kumaras, and that also is not actually happening inside the Vaikuntha planet, but outside on the gate. Prabhupada explains that. Now here, Lord Brahma is actually, saying this, that do you have a problem in life? No, then why worry? So no, but here, do you have a problem in life? Yes. Now he's, in a way, jokingly, he's ending with a question, Kya nihartha? Can you do something about it? And then if you cannot do, if you can do, yes, then why worry? But if you cannot do, then why worry? It's out of your control. So it's such a wonderful sutra being given by Lord Brahma to the demigods. And he is assuring to them that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he will take care of it. So that's the wonderful sutra. And then Prabhupada goes on and then explains in the purport that when something is arranged by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one should not be disturbed. Because His Grace Chaitanya Prabhu very nicely, he wrote a line about it, that let me actually read that line so that I don't miss exactly the impact of it or the effect of it. But I really like that line, that everything is not Krishna's plan, but everything is within Krishna's plan. So he is explaining there that, for example, he gives an example of a school and the grading system, that in school, many kids are learning, studying, and then at the end they take exam, and then some of them may score well, some of them may not score well. Okay? And then because of that, those who did not score well may have to retake the exam, or may have to retake the entire, go through the entire grade again. Now, school did not plan that this particular student will uh, have to redo or retake the exam, or redo the grade, the entire grade. That's not a school plan. But even if that student has to do it, it is included in the plan of the school system. So similarly, some of the challenges which may come to our life uh, is not because Krishna wanted it to. Sometimes it may be our karma, sometimes mistakes, and there are different things. But even if that is there, that is not Krishna's plan, but it is included in Krishna's plan. Okay? So similarly here, in this particular pastime, I was trying to relate it with the two pastimes which are actually coming to conjecture here. One is that Mother Diti approaching Kashyap Muni, at a wrong time. Okay? And then the second pastime is that four Kumaras are cursing the gatekeepers Jay and Vijay. Now the two are actually, happening at a very distinct plan and distinct times, and then Krishna is saying that it was my desire to have this pastime, a set of pastimes with Jay and Vijay, and that's why you do not actually worry. That he's giving that consolation to four Kumaras, and then but it's not Krishna's plan that Mother Diti approaches Kashyap Muni at wrong time. But the two actually are coming nicely together, and then from here onwards, wonderful pastimes of Lord Varahadev appearing, Lord Nrsimhadev appearing, Lord Ramchandraji appearing, Lord Krishna after that appearing. Such wonderful pastimes are beginning here. Okay, so that's a wonderful point. I really liked what Chaitanya Charan Prabhu mentioned, that it may not be Krishna's plan, but it is included in Krishna's plan, and that's the comforting argument which Lord Brahma is giving to the demigods, that there is no purpose in deliberating on this subject. You go ahead and then engage in your daily routines, and Krishna will actually take care of it. So it's time. I'd like to stop here. If there are any questions or comments or corrections, we can take it up in Nityam Bhagavad Seva group. Over to you, Madhupati Prabhu. Oh, one more thing before I forget. So tomorrow we are celebrating His Holiness Bhakticharya Swami Maharaj's Avirbhav Mahotsav. You must have seen invites, so please take this as a personal invite, and all of you please come and bless us and help us in glorifying Maharaj. Program is at temple from 11:30. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Akhilesh Krishna. We would like to wish you all a safe and Krishna conscious day and weekend ahead. Weekend filled with wonderful activities, which brings us closer to Krishna. Like Akhilesh Krishna mentioned, tomorrow is Bhakticharya Maharaj's Avirbhav Mahotsav. in the temple. Yeah. Sunday morning, our normal Japathon talk from 8 to 9 a.m. is by Devkinandan Prabhu of Juhu Temple. He will also be speaking on glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Any other announcement? Our Jay Prakash Prabhu is going to India Yatra today. He's going to India.
Prabhuji, I think Simeshwar Prabhu was mentioning about Holy Naam week starting.
Okay, let me see. Yeah. So we like to wish Jay Prakash Prabhu a safe journey. He's so dedicated. He's living in a couple of hours and he's here in the morning call. Hari Hari.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Happy journey, Prabhuji.
Have a wonderful trip, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hari
Safe
Bol,
trip.
Hare Krishna.
And as Akhilesh Krsna mentioned, Lakshmeshwar Prabhu's there's a World Holy Name Week going on. So there is a Kirtan program at 12:30 p.m. Invited for some Kirtan. A few devotees can go. Let me know if you are available on Sunday at 12:30 p.m. to go for a Kirtan.
Also, there is a Nagara Sankirtan on Sunday as well. Please plan
Yeah,
down.
but yeah, okay. We need to assign somebody for Kirtan at this program first, right?
Yeah.
So that somebody invites us, and if we don't have any presence there, to do Kirtan. So, yeah. Let's yeah. That being said, yeah, Govindas is on. There are lots of service tomorrow. Govinda's service is quite a lot of catering orders tomorrow. So if you are available, you can come forward to assist us. On that note, then we like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Nrsimha, Jai Nrsimha, Jai Nrsimha, Praladesha, Jaya Padma Mukha Ugraviram Mahaviram Janam Sarvatomukam Nrsimha Vishnam Badram Nityam Namamiham Nrsimha Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Prahlad Maharaj
Ki
ki
Jai.
Jai. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Samal Vaishnavas.
Vanchakalpatarvasya Sindhu Bhavecha
Patitanam Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Vaishnavinda ki
Ki
jai.
Jai.
Mantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Ki
jai.
Jai.
Shila Prabhupada ki jai.
Ki Jai.
Gaur Premanande.
Hari 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 Bol.
Thank you, Akhilesh.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Akhilesh.
everybody. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Jai Prakash.
Hari Bol.
Thank you, Hari Bol.
When are you coming back, Prabhuji?
October 3rd.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Who is going to do the darshan? Give us some darshan every day. Jai Prakash Prabhu.
Yeah.
Mangala Darshan, I'm sure he must have made arrangement. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.